Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Yaliali. In this incarnation, we are here in one more day of this planetary ascension. The focus of the reading today is advices from the higher self. So let's see which situation we have here for the people that can resonate with this reading today and which advices we have. So let's see the situation first. Right. Okay. Let me pull more cards about this. Okay. We have the King of Wands. Wait a minute. I am organizing the cards. Okay. We have the King of Wands. We have the Judgment, and we have the Justice from the other perspective. So it is like the situation. It is inviting you to this sense of empowerment and confidence. In trust in yourself. There is a vision. There is something that requires right now for you to stay strong in this situation. And when I am saying staying strong, I am saying, to reconnect with that inner power and to retire that power many times from experiences on the outside, because I am also seeing the manifestation of conflicts with the Judgment and the Justice from the other side. We have two major arcana. So it is like you are presented right now with an opportunity of liberation, of reconciliation with yourself and with your soul, and also, to advance, to move forward, to new and beautiful experiences. It is like getting rid of an old skin. But what happens with the Justice is that there is a big imbalance in here. There is certain things that are presenting these imbalances could be manifesting in the level of body, in the level of conflicts, as I said, and there is this energy is very present because of other cards that I'm going to show in a minute. Manifestations in the physical body, as I said, these imbalances are a signal on the outside of the responsibility and the decisions that you could assume to restore the energy. I am seeing here we have the Empress and this Knight of Swords that wanted to come out together with this Empress. So for some of you, this could be linked with a feminine figure. It is like maybe you are projecting at this point the relationship that you had with your mother, and there are certain patterns that you have. Many of us, all the souls came here choosing families, culture, countries. Everything that is linked with our identity is something that the soul chose before. Of course, when we incarnate in here, we forget everything about that. And of course, this doesn't make the experience, knowing this doesn't make the experience easier or more complicated, because easy and complicated are perceptions. But I think that at the same time, you're through this experience, you are called to cultivate creativity and to give life, maybe to give birth to a new project, to a new experience in here with the Judgment. As I said, this is a liberation. So I think that many of the patterns that are presenting right now and that are creating imbalances could be linked with this relationship with this mother figure, or whatever a person, took that place in your life, and how those patterns are right now creating, these conflicts and imbalances. And it is time to liberate yourself from these patterns, with the Judgment. But at the same time, I think that this Empress is talking about this cultivation of self-love, this this energy that you could give to yourself by appreciating who you are, all the richness, all the things that you can offer, by also expressing your generosity. And it is probably these imbalances and the decisions that are not made yet what are causing, with the Knight of Swords, the the sensation of irritability, anger, and those kind of emotions. Or maybe this is attracting also people that are in this state, in this way. I always say that this is no justification for the actions, of other people. This is not about tolerating aggressiveness or, words that are not corresponding, to a dialogue of adult people. But what I am trying to say is that many times when we are in these imbalances inside, we could attract these sins on the outside that are reflecting those imbalances. So you have to evaluate that yourself. But with the page, I'm also seeing this pattern. This page is linked with the Judgment. I want to clarify something. Yeah. Again, we have another card of conflicts. So I think that it is the way you are perceiving the situation. I mean, the step that you could give to liberate yourself, what is creating the resistances. I mean, the perception, it is about, criticism of yourself, judging yourself in a certain way, or judging the decision that you want to take, that your soul feels that it wants to take in order to produce the liberation. And with the Five of Swords, again, I am seeing energy of conflict. Maybe you have fear of how this could produce conflicts, in other people. How your decision could produce conflict in the people that are surrounding you. I'm going to pull another card. Yeah, I think there are fears or resistances about these conflicts, worries, worries about not being accepted or being judged, for how you are deciding right now your path. But this is your path, this is your life, not other people's life. So with the Eight of Pentacles, we have here the goal of putting the energy into whatever thing you want to give life. I am feeling a lot this energy of giving birth. It doesn't matter if you are women or men. The Empress's life, it is like giving born something, something new in the experience, and expressing that or giving that with generosity too. So certainly with the Eight of Pentacles, we are confirming that this is a project that requires development, requires work, your efforts in there. And linked with the Justice that came out from the other side, we have the Death, another major arcana, and the King of Swords. So it is like you can rebalance the situation by allowing the death, allowing the transformation, and taking the decision of what needs to be done in here beyond what you are feeling, beyond these perceptions that are needed to be changed too, because there is this sense of lack for some of you, and that's why the Empress came out. Because but this sense of lack is an illusion. I mean, you are not going through a situation where you are losing something precisely, but it is the worries, it is the worries about or not being able right now to appreciate who you are and the things that you have to give. So the way that you can restore this energy with the King and with the Death, it is assuming the decision, taking this from this, I don't like the word moral. I think that there could be a moral of the soul, and if there was such a thing, there is such a thing, I think that the soul always responds to love in its purest frequencies, and that is a discovering that we are all in. I mean, we have to go through the distortion of love to understand what is love in its purest forms. So, and that's why it is a concept very personal in a certain way. But yeah, it is that energy of doing what needs to be done, and allowing the transformation, allowing the death, allowing the things that have to come to an end, and again, getting rid of this, doing the purge of what is not belonging to you anymore, even aspects of your identity. So I am pulling the last advices, and we have another 8 of Pentacles. So when the cards come out 2 times, this is reaffirming, the need of putting your efforts, your energy in this new thing. It is about starting to develop it, because at the same time, this is, how can I say it, bringing the experiences and the situations that are helping you to the perfection, to the improvement of not only the projects and the reality that you want to create outside, but also, this is bringing evolution of consciousness. And not only that, with the Sun and the 4 of Swords, I think this card, it is about, again, express yourself, be authentic. Every time that you are doing that is love, because authenticity, many people could confuse also authenticity. Many people could reveal, like, in the name of authenticity, many people could, think they are authentic, but authenticity is something that we also discover step by step. What our soul came here to do, what parts of ourselves were acquired, of society, of our families, and we start to discover who we really are through the process, through experimenting. And right now, you have the chance to reveal yourself, I think, like in a new level. And I think that this will bring a lot of joy to, the joy of being free, of being yourself, no matter what. So with the 4 of Swords, it is probably time to not think too much about this, but to feel the light within, or to act in coherence with what you know already that you have to do. Yeah. This is an opportunity, certainly. And deep down, with the High Priestess, you know exactly which way this is leading you. You know that this is positive. But I think that, it is the focus on the outside, the perceptions on the outside, what is creating the obstacle, or the barrier, the resistance to show yourself as you are. But this is a very good opportunity, and I think that deep down, as I said, you know it. Well, thank you everyone, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.